Hey, what's up guys, Steven here. Welcome back to another video. And well, there's a new method on how to install the Google mobile services on Huawei devices. Actually, it's not a new method. It's basically combining the old method with a software downgrade on the newer devices. Because if you buy a Huawei device right now, there's already a new software on it and it doesn't work on that. I will leave you all the requirements down below in the description, so make sure to check it out. But this installation method works on the P40 Lite, on the P40 Pro, on the P40 series, and I will show you now an installation method on the Huawei MatePad Pro. But also there's another installation method which is called Google Fire, and you will also find the link down below. So if that what I'm doing right now does not work for you, then you're either not on the correct firmware version, or well, your device is not supported because it's running EMUI 11. So this only works for EMUI 10 devices with the correct firmware. So check out this guide on how to install the Google mobile services on your smartphone with the computer without any accessories. And if that doesn't work, here and up here is a link to Google Fire, so make sure to check out that as well. Alright guys, so we're now here on the computer on a MacBook Pro because some of you guys wanted to see how this works on a Mac. If you have a Windows PC and you want to see this part, then make sure you check out the video down below because there I'll actually explain the same thing we do right now on Windows. Now first of all, you have to connect your tablet, your smartphone, or whatever you want to install GMS with a USB cable directly to your computer. So well, the tablet, as you can see right now, it is not running the Google mobile services. So we have also the latest update on the tablet. So as you can see right over here, EMUI 10.1.0.131. Alrighty guys, so the first step is really important. You need to download HiSuite. It should actually be in my application folder, and I really apologize for my messy desktop. It looks horrible, but there we go, HiSuite. So let's double click and let's open it up, and there we go. Now it says here connect your Mac with a USB data cable, and yeah, you just have to replug your device quickly, and then you will get here a message box. So it should look like this: connect to device. Step 1, go to the settings and enter HDB in the search. Now on your tablet or smartphone, you choose here transfer files. And yeah, I can close this. Then you go to the settings, you go all the way up to the search and you search for HDB, and there you go to allow HiSuite to use HDB, and make sure this is actually turned on. Alright, so now it should say connecting to your device. This takes a little bit of time, so just wait for it. And now it will say HiSuite needs to be installed on your mobile. You just hit the install button, and now it's installing a HiSuite app here on your smartphone or on your tablet. So just wait until this finishes. Alright, now you have to open up HiSuite. You go here to next, you go to agree, you go to allow, you go to allow, and then you will see a code on your screen. You just enter this code here into this box. It's 44146331. Connect now. There we go. And after this connected, you will see, well, all your pictures right over here, but we don't want to see some ugly selfies. We go to backup and restore, and there you will find the restore tab. So sometimes HiSuite on Mac is a little bit buggy. As you can see, it keeps loading here, but this can take a little bit of time. Then you go to the restore tab. And now you will actually see that the backup files are located in this folder. So it's in your download folder under backup record. So I'll quickly go to the download folder. And once you have downloaded my TechMagnet P40 hack file, you actually choose the Huawei P40 Pro folder. You copy that one and you paste it directly into backup record. So make sure Huawei P40 Pro is in your backup record. Then you should actually see it here in the list. Maybe you have to refresh. You go back to backup and you go back to restore, or just close HiSuite and try again. But you should actually be able to see the backup. This is how it works on a MacBook, but if you want to see how it works on a Windows, make sure to check out the video down below. Alrighty guys, then now we go to restore. So now you have to enter the password, which you can see actually right over here. So it's TechMagnet YouTube without E, with a 3 at the end. You hit the OK button, and now you get to another screen where it will actually restore everything. You can see the progress bar, and it should restore exactly 3 apps. Now wait for it until it's completed, and then check on your tablet that those things are here. So first of all, the LC Play helper, so that G icon which you can see on your screen right over here, that purple thing. The Aurora store, which is an alternative to the Google Play Store. I have included it because it's actually really nice to get apps in there. Then also we have here device ID. I will actually include a different APK in this mod, but I will show you a bit later. Alright, and the last step now is to copy all the apps we need to install to the internal storage. Now you will find this folder in the download, so in there you will find some subfolders, step 1 to step 4. You just copy the whole folder and you copy it to the internal storage of your device. On Windows it's super easy. You go to your PC, you open up your device and you just paste it in there. On the Mac it's a little bit more tricky, so you need the tool which is called Android File Transfer. It looks like this. Basically when you connect your device, you open up that tool, you go to Transfer Files, and then you're actually here in the internal storage of the device. And now you just Command V and you just drag and drop it in there. And as you can see, it's now copying everything to the tablet. So there we go. And alright, we are done. Android 10, we have here the subfolders. Now we can disconnect the device and do all the rest on the tablet itself. Now guys, there we go. When you have done everything right, you should see those applications here on your screen. So either on your smartphone or on your tablet or whatever. The first thing you're gonna do is you open up the LC Play application. And as you can see, this is kind of huge. You go to activate this device administrator, we'll remove it later. You hit the allow button and you press the blue bar at the bottom. And make sure it starts to download something which is obviously not working. And then you just simply swipe it away. Alright, so that was the first step. Now we have to install all the APKs we've copied to the internal storage. So you go to the file manager, you go to the internal storage, you open up the Android 10 folder and you go into the step 1 folder. So just start here at the top with the first one, the quick shortcut maker, and there we go. Then we go to the second one, there we go. So that are the Google Play services, as you can see. Then we're going to choose the third one, so there we go. Now this one, there we go. Number 4, the Google Play Store itself. Can take some time. There we go. The library. There we go. And last but not least, the Google Contacts sync. And there we go. All right, the first 6 applications are now installed. Okay guys, so now we come to the tricky part, and it's a little bit different. Now we have here the quick shortcut maker which we are using. So when you open it up, there will be a pop-up message, so just press the OK button. And now you go all the way down to Goo, and there you will find Google Account Manager. So some people had issues with the Google Account Manager, but with this we're going to resolve it. You're going to search for the first thing which says here type email and password, because actually there are 2, as you can see. So there is your name, photo, capture, then email and password. So you're going to choose the first one and you go to try. Make sure you're connected to the internet right now. So, well, don't type anything in here. Go to the 3 dots and go to browser sign in, okay? And now you see you have the latest login page there because it's browser based, and now you just simply log in with your Google account. So I will quickly enter my password. If you have 2-step verification, make sure you accept it, and then you will get could not sign in. But this is completely normal, so make sure you just swipe this away. Don't close it, okay? So just swipe it away and go back to the files. Here go to internal storage. You go all the way down there again to step 2. And now you're going to install the Google Services Framework. So there we go. It's now installed. Now you just go back here to everything that's running in the background. You go back to that screen and you hit the next button. And as you can see, the sign-in was successful. So now we're going to see if the sign-in was successful, because we're going to go to the settings. We go all the way down to Google. And here's my account, as you can see, and users and accounts, there is a Google account. So everything until here, awesome. Now you're gonna check if the Google Play Store is alive and just open it up, and as you can see, working fine. So browse here a little bit, make sure it's live, and then search for device ID, and there we go. And make sure you download the purple app right over here, because that's actually the one that is very easy to use and that always displays it correctly, and there we go. Alright, so now you're gonna open the device ID and check if you have a Google Services Framework ID, which you can see right over here. If you don't have this ID for any reason, then something is wrong with your Play Store and it's not generating the ID. Then sometimes waiting helps, so just wait a little bit, browse the Play Store, then just check back until you have the ID, and if really nothing works, you're gonna reboot. But this is in the worst case. Okay guys, next step. So now we make sure you won't get any notifications from the Google Play Store. So make sure you go to the settings, you go to apps right over here, you go to apps, you search for Google, and you find the Google Play Services right over here. You're gonna force stop the Google Play Services, you're gonna uninstall them, okay? There we go, Google's Play Services are gone. Now we're gonna go to Files and we install the modded Google Play Services, which you can find in step 3. So there we go. Now we're gonna install that application, and there we go. All right, done. So now you can actually check Play Store working. Now you go back to settings and apps and you search for Goo again. But now we're gonna do something different. We're gonna search here for the Google Services Framework, and you can do that by pressing the 3 buttons right over here and go to Show System Processes, very important. Here we have the Google Services Framework. You're gonna force stop it. You're gonna go to storage, you're gonna clear the data, and you're gonna force stop it again. Force stop it again. So as you can see, this is a little bit buggy. So really take some time, wait in between, force stop, and there we go. Now you're gonna uninstall the Google Play Services Framework and you go back to the files. You go one step back to, I think it's step number 2. Yeah, Google Services Framework. You're gonna install it. You're done. Alrighty, after that is done, you're gonna open the Play Store and make sure it is working. As you can see from this point, actually notifications are gone. So I don't get anything right now, but we're not finished. But you need to make sure that the Play Store is alive right now. That is actually really, really important, because the last step is we're gonna go back to the settings again, to apps. We're gonna search for Goo. We find here the Google Play Services. You're gonna go to storage, you're gonna clear the cache, you're gonna force stop them again, you're gonna uninstall the Google Play Services, you go back to the files, you go to the last step actually, which is step number 4, and you're gonna install the Google Play Services, the last modded APK. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, there we go. So as you can see, Play Store working fine even after the last APK. That is really super awesome, really amazing. We can check device ID, we have a generated Google Services Framework ID, and yeah, that is looking really good. But now before you do anything, you probably have a lot of crap open right over here, so just simply reboot your tablet or your smartphone. So hold down the power button, go to restart and wait for it to reboot. Okay guys, well, that's basically it. We have the Play Store on the smartphone, we are logged in, there are no notifications as you can see, so this worked actually fine. That's absolutely amazing. But it only works, it really only works when you do this on a fresh installation, so on a fresh resetted device. Otherwise, there could be anything in the cache that's messing up everything. So please reset your device before you do that. Now we need to uninstall this application because there is still a device administrator that we don't want to have. And to do that, we go to the settings here, we go to apps, we go to apps again. Here we're gonna scroll all the way down, sorry guys, we're gonna scroll all the way down to the Chinese app right over here and we hit the uninstall button. This will also deactivate the device administrator, so that will be 100% gone, no worries about that. Just make sure it really fully uninstalls, and there we go. can take some time, up to a minute. Hit the OK button and the app is gone. Well, in my update package, there was this device ID, which you can actually remove. Don't remove the Google Account Manager, really, really important. I'll just show you something which you can do if you have a business account, because there you will maybe get a sign-in error. Also, you can remove the quick shortcut maker if you don't want to go back and add some accounts at any time. And you can also remove device ID. The Aurora store is actually a really nice store because it's basically an open source Google Play Store where you can find a lot of applications. Actually, you don't need it right now because you have the Play Store, but just in case, I've installed it and I keep it in here. And yeah, it's actually pretty cool. And yeah, now I will just quickly show you a fix for the Google business accounts. So you're gonna search for, on Google, I will leave you a link down below as well, for the Google Account Manager, Google Account Manager APK. And there you will find the latest Google Account Manager 7.1.2, which you can download. There you go. And after I've basically installed a new APK, I had no problems with any notifications for my for my Google business account. So make sure you do that. If you have any problems, don't do it if you don't have any problems. And make sure you never install this application, otherwise you're gonna have problems. And as you can see, Play Store is working fine. There are some limitations because, for instance, the private space is not working. So let's try it here so you can actually see it. As you can see, it is actually broken. It does basically nothing. So you cannot use the private space. You cannot clone applications. There are some restrictions with some applications that you don't get notifications. Some people say it works, some people say it doesn't work. For me, some apps do not put out notifications. You have to try it for yourself if you're okay with that. But well, basically that's how you install Google on any Huawei device. And I hope you liked it. You don't need any USB drive. And I really hope, guys, that this was helpful for you. Big thanks for watching. As always, I'm Steven from Tech Magnet, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a nice day and peace.